That's not how you spell things. There's Mr. Frank. I feel like I was just talking to you. Get it? Because we were talking. Right? I was like, I should not be putting this red hat on, but it's the only one closest. I don't have to get up. So it's a red hat Sunday. The goal is just to get a couple of words in here and there. And then I guess 8 o'clock tonight, Shark Week officially starts. But I think there's a couple of shows on this afternoon that I have not seen or I don't remember watching. There's Tom Duffy. Hither and yonder, exactly. So my wife will be home at some point tonight, although I would imagine it'd be like midnight or 2 in the morning or something. And then we're going to then that should be home. So I will get to watch probably Shark Week shows from like 8 till about midnight. The thing is, here's the thing. Some of the Nat Geo stuff was alright. Some of that I had not seen before. And so I watched a couple of those yesterday. As well as a 30 for 30 about some 400-meter track guy wrongly accused of steroids. I watched that documentary last night and then I went to bed. Today will all be all about sharks. I figured, you know what? Yesterday, I wrote a few words here and there, did some research for the next Severed Press book. The sharks were angry. And then I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm doing good. I could take a day off. So yesterday I technically took a day off, although I did work a little. So today I'm like, you know what? I just gotta write. I got a couple pages, and I'm still where I need to be. You know. Come on. If you don't have enough room for Mondo Con, run a Kickstarter to buy your neighbor's house. You know what? I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. I remember in the old days. You remember the olden days, pre-internet days, where if you had a business and you wanted to make your business bigger, you sold items and you made money, and your profits bought you more things. I guess we don't do that anymore. I guess that's not a thing anymore. Those days when you actually needed to use your own money, yeah, those olden days, Tom. You know what I'm talking about. You get it. The olden days when it's like, I don't have money to have a business, so I can't have a business. Those days. Again, the olden days. Tom, I hope you're feeling better today. I know you have had a bad week with your sickness. Down with the sickness. Down with the sickness. I've had people who have messaged me privately about the Nickelback documentary. I didn't realize it was going to be such a what do you call it, event that I watched that polarizing event. People are like, dude, do you like them now? No. Or they're like, oh my god, they're awful, right? No, they're not awful, but they're just not my thing. Like you had one of two camps. You had people, mostly people I grew up with, were like, dude, what do you even waste your time watching that for? And then other people are like, they were pretty good, right? You have more respect for them, right? Okay, it was just documentary. The singer's still a jerk. Now I need a disturbed dog. I have a feeling at some point that will come, right? I have a feeling that band will get a documentary. And it'll be all about the singer and his metal studded in his face. That'll be the whole documentary. Got a couple paragraphs in so far, slow going, but back on it. Get back on that horse. You open a can of worms. Yep, I didn't realize at the time, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize at the time that it was a worm can. I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what the term worm cans even means. Why is this doing this? Pay attention here, you know what I'm saying? Alright. It's like I hate because every doc you open, if you go out of it for a second, it's almost like it just jumps to a default settings immediately. So it takes me more time to reset everything. 150% on my screen. I want to see my rolling word count. I want to be on the right page or chapter. I can't spell. A little over 3 weeks to MondoCon. And actually a little over 4 days, 5 days until leave for Pennsylvania. I should cancel. I should send Brian a message and say, listen, it's going to be too crowded. It's going to be too hot there. So, I'm not coming. Couple of few. Right, exactly. Couple three, as my friends in Maine like to say. Yeah, I just want to get to this next page. Are you going to hang out for the after hours Magic the Gathering game? No, no, I probably won't. Why is that on the same day? It's not crazy movie night. No, I think it's like 1 to 4. Our goal is to leave here Friday, early Friday morning, pick up our rental car at the airport, and then just drive. And then probably, I think it's like 10 hours or something. I don't know, however long it is. Anyway, we want to make it where we have maybe an hour or two left to drive. And then we'll just stop somewhere. Get a hotel for the night. So it's 90 minutes north of Philly. So we'll probably get close to Philly, but I don't want to stay in Philly if we can help it, obviously. And then get up Saturday. It's west of Philly. Yeah, I know it's 90 minutes of somewhere. So like wherever way we're heading towards the bookstore. So like if we can get within like say 2 hours of that, then get up at like 10, go grab something to eat, and then go. Yeah, I map quested it or whatever we use these days. It's like 90 minutes. And then go, it's like 1 to 4, but then at 4 o'clock, I'm out of there. Then we're going to Philly, check into our hotel, and then probably go grab some Philly cheesesteak somewhere. And then Sunday morning, all of her stuff starts like 9 a.m. And she's basically going to be gone all day and most of the night with her presentations and her classes and her smooching meet and smoozing meet and greet bullshit things and all that garbage. So Sunday and Monday I will be on my own. And then Tuesday, I think her last thing is at 2 p.m. So I will check out of the hotel at 11 or 12. And I'm like, listen, I'll just hang out in the lobby of the hotel on Tuesday for a couple of hours till you're done, and then we get the hell out of there. And then drive home Tuesday. Or drive as far as we can Tuesday, because if we leave it, say we leave at 2:30, yeah, we're going to be home at like after midnight. Meat smoozing is going to be my new euphemism for something. That was my meat smoozing was my nickname in high school. So that's that. Yeah, they go basically it's for commercial property managers and all of the vendors and all of the other people. It's BOMA, it's called. It's like Builders Something Association. The Schmooze, for sure. I that was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, the Schmooze. So anyway, so she's going to go and do this. And she does it every year, and they have it in different places, and he's going to drive the cat nuts, but I got to spray my knee. Yeah, I got to... That icy hot spray, man, goes everywhere. Burns your eyes. So yeah, so that's... she's like, oh, I feel bad. You're not going to do it. I'm like, I'm going to basically eat cheesesteaks. She's bringing her laptop, so I'm going to go on and I'm going to write. Hopefully get a lot of writing in. Go sit in the lobby with some coffee and people watch. A couple of those hot Philadelphia hookers, you know what I'm saying. was like, oh, let me see where that South House place is. Oh, it's right down the road. Oh, but it's like an hour walk. So I'm not doing that. I'm not walking around Philadelphia. I'm also not letting anybody know that I'm there. Grubhub's bad. Exactly, and that's basically what I'm gonna do. I am thinking lunch and dinner will be various cheesesteaks. I want to try a couple of places that I haven't never tried or don't recall trying back in the day. It's like Pat and Gino's. I might not even Grubhub from them. Or Tony. What is it? Tony Luke's? That might be my favorite one. We'll see. Yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much going to be my what I'm going to be doing. Alright, I think I'm done with this one for now. I wrote probably about 600 words on this. Let me jump to something else. Again, I gotta make this 150 instead of 100. I need my word count. This is permafrost for the my post-apocalyptic thing. I'm on chapter 50 of 51. I know it ends on 51. And I'm at 80,000 words on this book. It might be the longest book I've ever written. And it'll probably end up being 82, 83, something like that. But the butterfly out there flying around. The cat is losing her shit now. But it flew away. She's still looking for it. Did I mention this before? $80K is a lot, right? 50 chapters. So, I mean, I've been writing this book, one chapter a month. So I've been writing this for, it'll be over 4 years now that I've been writing this thing, which is crazy. Chapter 47 goes up on Thursday. So I'm a couple of chapters ahead. But I want to get this book done. I've gotten Down and Dirty 2 done. This week I've gotten Hidden Cave for Sever Press done this week, and I would love to get this also done and get this off of my my board. And I'm not sure if it will not be a clean ending, like everything's wrapped up and all really nice, blah blah blah. It won't be a cliffhanger either, but there's definitely more story here. If at some point this actually I release it and it sells. My weekly report is available for my non-walking I've done this week. I woke up in the middle of the night. My knee was I guess I was lying on it wrong, and my knee was like hurt, and I was like, oh, not this shit again. But I woke up this morning and it's fine. I mean, it's still a little inflamed. Like that band. I can't remember the name of it. Both my ankles feel like someone kicked them over and over. Well, that's not good. You're just an old man falling apart. You know, like the rest of us. We all can't be young like Frank Edler, and in top physical shape like Frank Edler. I have like 4 short story themes that I got from Duotrope. The problem is, I'm like, I want to finish these other things. Like, I should start, maybe write one of them. In fact, one of them is due today. I haven't even started it, so that's not gonna. They're only open from July 1st to the 7th. Today is the 7th, so that one we can. You know what I'm gonna do? Cross that one out. Not worried about that one. There's one that's due on the 15th, so maybe I'll do that one. But not right. Maybe this coming week. My fear is, like, Friday will definitely be a day where I'm I'm not getting any writing done, so I got to get ahead as much as possible. As well, hopefully, Tom, you finish a chapter and I can knock another chapter off this week. Hopefully we can hit a couple of chapters. That would be really nice too. But I got to keep writing on other stuff. I don't have any deadlines right now. That's also the problem. So one of these short stories might give me a deadline and I can actually work stuff. Or I'm going to do this crap every day. Oh, I'm going to write 500 words on this and 500 on this and 500 on this. 487 on this one. Whoa, what is that? All right, I'm trying to finish the page here. I'll be honest though, you guys need to talk to me. Let's go. Give me something to talk about. Give me some prompts. Because everything I say is just amazing. I should charge my watch. Hang on, okay. Bonnie Raitt. God, I hate her. I do not like her at all. I don't like her music, obviously. But I don't like her. I don't like her face. I don't like her personality. I don't like her voice. I don't like anything about her. I don't know what my wife would watch. I think she would watch like the Golden Girls every night before she went to bed. And every day when I would turn the TV on, no matter what time of day it was during the next day, that stupid... is that the same person I'm thinking of? Or am I thinking of a different person now? Hold on. God. Oh, no, I'm not thinking of... I'm thinking of the wrong person. I'm bringing... What's that other lady? She had a TV show. I hated her. Bonnie Raitt. Who the hell thought of Bonnie Raitt in the last 100 years? She's 74 years old, Bonnie Raitt. Reba McEntire, right? Isn't that her? God, I hate her. That's who I hate. Yeah, Reba McEntire. Can't stand her. She's 69 years old. I guess she's on one of those stupid The Voice or one of those stupid shows. Travis Tucker. Ugh, I can't stand Reba McEntire. And every time you turn, her show is on, and I'm like, she's just awful. What the f was Wang Chung? That is an excellent question. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. They had a couple of minor hits, right? There was a band back around that same time that Wang Chung was big, called Eben Ozn. Ebnozn. And they had a couple of videos on MTV. And it's like, it's like when you find something that's weird and you're just like, I'm watching this and like nobody else knows about this band. It's not even like that it was a good band. It was just weird and different, and it's a band that the only reason it did anything was because they had MTV videos. I think they had like a Bag Lady song. Yeah, the Accused didn't have videos. The Accused were not on MTV. I don't think Ricky Rackman was talking about the Accused on Headbangers Ball, although you never know, he might have. And I'm sure if Chad Lusky was on right now, he would tell you the exact dates. He'd be like, oh, no, he did. Yeah, September 6, 1987, at approximately 2:37 a.m., they played the Accused, whatever, blah, blah, blah song. Otherwise, no. I did think it was funny in the what do you call it? In the Nickelback documentary, like the new drummer they got. I like how he wore like in concert, he wore like Pantera concert T-shirts. He wore like DRI, like he was wearing all these. And I'm thinking, dude, you play in Nickelback, you know? Like maybe wear a Rihanna shirt or something. I don't know. I can't even think of another cheesy band like Nickelback that you should. Maybe wear a Puddle of Mud shirt. I would have almost said the doc was really about the drummer guy. The doc was about what a douchebag Chad Kroeger is what the documentary was about. I liked except for Chad, I liked the rest of the band. I thought they were down to earth and they were like, yeah, we did this and we're doing what we love. You didn't get that from the doc. You didn't watch the same doc as I did. And we love what we're doing, and we all have normal houses. And then let's go to Chad Kroeger's 8,000 square foot mansion and play some pool. But I was like, well, I guess technically they're not corporate rock. They weren't put together, but they have that sound, you know. And you know what? And it's you say, you know what? Good for you. You write very shallow, poppy songs with tons of sexual innuendos, and you've sold 50 million records. So somebody's buying that crap. You know what I'm saying? I got Bon Jovi has a doc. We need a doc. I still haven't watched the Bon Jovi one, but I'm waiting for Shelley on that one. Also, the Gene Wilder one. She's like, no, I want to see that one too. I'm like, all right, I don't know when we're actually ever going to see any of this stuff. Because tomorrow night, she's home tomorrow. So hopefully she's home tonight. And then she'll go to work tomorrow. And then after work, her and I are having date night tomorrow night. We're going to go eat somewhere. And then maybe we'll watch something. Or we'll probably just watch the 50 shows from the last 3-4 days. Plus, it's Shark Week, so. She's like, tape those because, no. Eat dates. I had a buddy, Mel Rugg, who I think you met. We were in Eatontown at that brewery at that signing one time, and he showed up. An older guy I used to work with. Anyway, he remembers him and his buddy Moose. Moose was a big dude. I met him a couple times. When they were, the early days, in the 70s, hanging out in Asbury Park and going to, see Springsteen at the Stone Pony and that kind of crap, getting drunk, sleeping in their car. And they fell asleep in their car on the street in Asbury Park with the windows down. Of course his name was Moose, right? I don't know if that was his real name. I don't know if Mr. and Mrs. Schlesinger, you have a baby boy. Let's name him Moose. I don't know if that was his real name, but he was introduced as Moose to me, and I called him Moose. He was a huge guy. He reminded me of, what's the dude from Porky's? Meat, right? Wasn't that his name? Like that huge dude from Porky's. That's what he reminded me of. Anyway, he's sleeping in his car. They're sleeping in the car. They get the windows down in Asbury Park in this mid-70s. Moose after Moose from You Can't Do That on Television. I'm a little too old. I don't remember watching You Can't Do That on Television. Or my kids. And this hooker walks up and says to Moose, "Would you like a date?" And Moose says, for some reason in a weird accent, "A piece of fruit?" And then Mel, who was woke up, started laughing his ass off. Laughing his ass off. And they love telling that story. Meat was from Revenge of the Nerds, right? No. Well, what was the guy from Porky's? We'll look that up now. Porky's cast and see what they called him. Porky's, a 1981 film. Cast. Meat. Yeah. Tony Ganius was Meat. So there was a Meat in Porky's as well. Man, these guys look old. Oh, yeah, this is from 1981, so I guess they would look old. Chuck Mitchell played Porky, just so you know. Ogre was from Revenge of the Nerds. Right, Ogre. Exactly. And it wasn't Meat. Frank, you're just so wrong. Niedermeyer. Also, no. I was thinking Meathead from Meatballs. You're all over the place. You're just all over the place. I was thinking of eating a meat sandwich in Asbury Park. Meatballs 2. They did have a Meatballs 2, right? The Meatballs 2. That was a great movie back in the day. Pivot! It was a great movie back in the day. My Bodyguard. Do you remember that one? It's from the early 80s. It had the kid who was in Meatballs. And that kid was in like 3 or 4 movies, and then he just disappeared. And one of the bodyguard was played by a Baldwin, I think. But I don't think it was related to the rest of the Baldwins or something. Look it up. My Bodyguard. It probably hasn't aged well. I mean, it was literally like a 1980s movie. I'm looking this shit up too. Man, I'm on fire with my Googling. 1980 film. My Bodyguard. Matt Dillon was in it. Matt Dillon played Moody, which is great. Chris Makepeace was the main kid. Oh, Adam Baldwin. See, Joan Cusack was in it. Richard Bradley, who played the blonde douchebag in a lot of stuff. He was like that James Spader before there was James Spader. Walton Goggins was not in this. I just looked. I literally just looked. You know what I almost watched last night? I'm going through movies on like searching just movies on, because I still have cable, and I'm going through the list, and I'm just searching, and nothing's really appealing to me. You know, nothing's really, catching my eye, and all of a sudden, I see Phantoms, which I've never seen. I never wanted to see because everybody says it's awful. and it's like my favorite, one of my favorite Dean Koontz books. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna watch this thing. I'm gonna watch this. How bad can it be? Ben Affleck is in it. I like Ben Affleck, you know. So I click on it, and it's $3.99. I'm like, I'm not paying a cent for this. There's a billion free movies in this world. I'm not paying for a movie, especially $3.99. Tom says I rewatched Toxic Avenger. It holds up. No, it doesn't. I don't think it was good when it first came out. Yeah. You know, you just gotta watch random movies sometimes. I watched. What the hell did I watch? Now I can't remember. Ugh. I watched, so like, not last night, but the night before. I'm like, I want to just watch Blasphemy. Awful movie. I'm like, I want to watch something I haven't seen before. So I'm like I want to watch a thriller movie. And so I'm on Netflix or Prime, one of those. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen this Ben Affleck movie, The Accountant. Came out a few years ago. I wonder why I never saw this. And then I put it on and I'm like, I have seen this. But I couldn't remember how it ended until I got, and I'm like, oh, that's his brother. Okay, damn it. So I watched that and I'm like, all right, let me find something else I've never seen before. And then I'm like, oh, this Denzel Washington and the Rami Malek guy. They play cops. It's a noir movie from a few years ago. I'm like, I've never seen this. So I watched that, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I've seen this movie. Jared Leto is just crazy looking in this. So then I ended up, I'm like, I don't remember how this ended until we get to the ending. I'm like, oh, this has that stupid, oh, this is that ending. So I wasted my time watching two movies I've already seen. I hate doing that. I'm not the person who's like, whenever somebody's like, oh, I watch, every year we watch The Godfather on, blah, blah. I'm like, why? Just watch something different. Like, if it's on, if Rocky is on, if Shawshank Redemption is on, if the Blues Brothers are on, if Jaws is on, any of those movies are on, Underdog, or Dodgeball, whatever these movies are. I mean, I just watch it from wherever it is. But I don't ever go, oh, we gotta watch this again. Like, I never do that. And same thing, I don't ever read a book again. I've read the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people like, every year I read this Stephen King book. I'm like, why? He's got 100 more books. Read something else long-winded from him. Why do you gotta read the same book over and over? You know how it ends. Watch something different. That's why it annoyed me that I watched two movies in a row that I've already seen. Only thing I watch every year during holidays is National Lampoon. Yeah, but you know what? It's on. Like, I would never. If I saw it was on, I would just put it on and watch it from whatever part it's on. But I would never go, hey, let's get out the Blu-ray of National Lampoon. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. Like, I know there were certain people, especially if you're from New Jersey, that, oh yeah, my dad was always making Christmas, Christmas Eve, we're doing the seven fishes, and they always have The Godfather on in the background or some bullshit. Like, no. I mean, it's a good movie, but I'm not watching 1,000. I'll watch Goodfellas 1,000,000 times if it's on TV. On certain channels, when they cheat and they put the same movie on like 2 or 3 times in a row, I'll sit through all 3 of them if I want to. It's what it is. All right, let me just get to this page here. Let me write down that I'm writing all this. If I write this, that means I have to, and it's Sunday. It's the last day of the week for me, so I have to get this done. Next page, Mr. Frank, even though it's not. Although I did get the other one, so that was for the other one. Next page. What are you people doing? So a pickup truck just pulled up, man and a woman in it. They're looking at the little free library. They're talking about it. The old lady in the passenger seat is pointing at it. She looks very confused. So now the guy is taking a picture of it. And now he's showing her the picture. Why are you showing her the picture? Just get the fuck out of the car and look at it. Now they're driving away. And she's still staring. What the hell? They're trying to find the copy machine. Yeah. Well, socks out the window. It's in the public library. Now it's a different person. She looked very confused, like she kept pointing at it and shaking her head. And I'm like, what are you confused about? Then why did you take a picture of it? The fuck you taking a picture of my library for, you son of a bitch? I still haven't gone out there. There's those two asshole kids came down the block, and they just shoved books randomly in both libraries, children's books and adult books. So I really got to clean it out. But it's already 88 degrees. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning. It's 88 degrees. High today is 92. Let's see what it feels like. It feels like 103 right now. 89 degrees feels like 103. No rain at all. Monday, though. Let's look at Monday. Not till tomorrow night. Date night, 6 o'clock, when we want to leave the house. I should probably figure out what the weather's going to be like in Columbia, Pennsylvania on Saturday. Hopefully it'll rain really bad. It'll keep the hordes of people coming in. That would never have happened if we were there. That is true. She probably thought it was a real library, made her boyfriend drive there. Then he took a picture of it to laugh at how stupid she is. Maybe, yeah. I just think it's funny, that guy, after all that, and then I'm like, you gotta go to Dunn Avenue, and I'm sure he looked it up, and then when he went, they were closed. It's 4th of July. You can't get copies. You can't use a computer. They're closed. It'll be apoplectic. Right, applesauce plectic. All right, I think I am done. I hit the next page on this story. I think I've written enough of the wordage for today. I'm actually hungry. I got up early this morning. I don't sleep well when my wife's not here. I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna get some lunch. Lunch is the I made the pasta last night. I used the Paul Newman's, the rest of the Paul Newman's sauce, and I had breadsticks from ordering pizza the night before, so I dipped those in the sauce and ate the pasta, but I only ate half the pasta because I made the whole box. And then I had dumped the rest of the Paul Newman's on top of it. So now I just got to heat that up today for lunch. And then I have no idea what I'm going to have for dinner. I would imagine it would be pizza rolls or maybe fish stick sandwiches. Delicious. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today on a Sunday. Hope you have enjoy the rest of your day. Get some things done. Get some work done. Enjoy your life. I will see you tomorrow.